Social media influencer and Bigg Boss OTT winner Elvish Yadav seems to be in big trouble. Elvish has been booked for providing snakes and snake venom at Noida rave parties. According to the FIR registered in Noida, Elvish and his 5 aides are accused of selling and providing snakes and their venom at rave parties. Till now, Noida police have arrested 5 accused linked to the case, but Elvish Yadav still remains at large. According to the FIR filed, Elvish used to supply snake venom at rave parties and collected a very hefty amount for the venom supply for intoxication. Elvish, however, says that he is ready to cooperate with the investigation.
पांच लोग अरेस्ट।
अच्छा, क्या एलिगेशन है एल्विश पे सर?
एक उसमें नाम आया है कि स्नेक वेमन बरामद हुआ है और 9 वो बरामद हुए हैं, सांप बरामद हुए हैं। उनका है कि ये लोग जाके इसमें पार्टी किया करते थे। सभी बिंदुओं की गहनता से जांच की जा रही है
सर। बट एल्विश तो वीडियो रिलीज कर रहा है, बोला कि पुलिस की जांच गलत है। अभी आपने टीम भेजी है?
सभी बिंदुओं की हम जांच कर रहे हैं। जो दोषी होगा उस किसी के विरुद्ध भी जो दोषी होगा उसके विरुद्ध कठोर कार्रवाई होगी।
सर, कितने लोग अरेस्ट हुए अब तक सोफा?
5।
और सर, आईपीसी की एक सेक्शन और बाकी कौन कौन से सेक्शन?
वन्य जीव अधिनियम लगाया गया है
जी,
वन्य जीव अधिनियम।
तो क्या टीम्स भेजी गई हैं सर एल्विश को पकड़ने के लिए?
हाँ, टीम हर बिंदुओं की जांच करने के लिए कई टीमें हमारी काम कर रही हैं।
The case came to light after BJP MP Menka Gandhi's complaint from her organization PFA to Noida cops alleging that Elvish uses endangered species of snakes at rave parties and has demanded immediate arrest of the YouTuber. Meanwhile, Elvish has rubbished all the allegations that have been leveled against him. He said that there's not an iota of truth in them. He's also added that he's ready to cooperate in the probe, and if allegations are proved, then he's ready to face the punishment as well.
ये जो बंदा है, इसके ऊपर हमारी नज़र बहुत दिनों से है, क्योंकि ये जो अपने फिल्में खींचता है, फोटो खींचता है और लगाता है यूट्यूब पर, उसमें वो सांप अक्सर पहनता है। तो फिर ये सारे के सारे सांप इंडेंजर्ड स्पीशीज हैं। हेडलाइन में रहने के लिए कुछ भी करने के लिए तैयार।
जितने भी आरोप मेरे ऊपर लगे हैं भाई, सारे बेबुनियाद हैं, सारे फेक हैं। पूरा सहयोग करने के लिए तैयार हूँ यूपी पुलिस के साथ, और मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा यूपी पुलिस को, पूरे प्रशासन को, माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी योगी आदित्यनाथ जी को, कि मेरी 1% भी 0.1% भी अगर इस चीज में इन्वॉल्वमेंट मिल जाती है, मैं सारी जिम्मेदारी लेने को तैयार हूँ।
Times has also accessed an audio recording which allegedly is between a customer and a snake seller. Both of them in the audio can be heard talking about Elvish Yadav and also while fixing the rate to buy the snakes he's referred. It's on the basis of this audio recording that a complaint was filed against Elvish and others. Listen in.
ठीक है, बाकी रिक्स की बात है वो आप देख लेना। बाकी अमाउंट है ना, अमाउंट जो बता रहे हो ये तो
था, उन्होंने एल्विश यादव भाई है ना, उन्होंने बताया था।
अच्छा, एल्विश जी ने दिया है नंबर आपको?
हाँ।
ठीक है, समझ गया, मैं समझ गया। तो एल्विश जी से आप खुद ही पता कर लो ना क्या चार्ज लेते हैं।
अरे भाई, अब वही है ना, डायरेक्ट बात नहीं है। डायरेक्ट नहीं कर पाएंगे, आप समझा करो, आप भी सही कर लो यार।
तो भाई साहब देखो, मैं जो चीज मैं कह रहा हूँ, देखो 1000-2000 रुपए में मैनेज कर सकता हूँ। ट्रेनर है 2,500-3,000 रुपए, तो हमारे 3 ट्रेनर आएंगे, ठीक है, उनके हो जाएंगे 2 से 2,500 रुपए। गाड़ी नवेड़ा के चार्ज ले लेगी, और फिर 4-5 बंदे में बजाने वाले भी, 2 बंदे बीन वाले, 2 बंदे तुम्बा वाले रहेंगे, 3 ट्रेनर, 7 आदमियों का मैं तो ग्रुप लेके आऊंगा आपके लिए। अगर आप सिर्फ 3-4 लोग ही बुलाओगे तो वो ट्रेन ही करेंगे, फिर बजाएंगे कौन इनके लिए, क्योंकि सांप के साथ बीन और तुम्बे की धुन भी तो जरूरी है।
पागल है क्या?
तो एल्विश जी तो हमें यहाँ स्टूडियो में भी बुलाते हैं, इधर नवेड़ा।
हेलो,
एल्विश जी तो नवेड़ा स्टूडियो में भी बुलाया उन्होंने, काफी बार प्रोग्राम कराया।
नोएडा के?
हाँ, स्टूडियो में बुलाते हैं और प्रोग्राम कराते हैं, और ये अपना फिल्म सिटी है, यहाँ पे भी किया है काफी बार प्रोग्राम।
Elvish's name in the case raked up a massive political storm, with opposition training guns at BJP for sharing stage with Elvish Yadav. Congress was referring to Haryana Chief Minister Khattar and Union Ministers meeting with Elvish. However, the BJP dismissed all these charges of Congress, claiming that political leaders meet a lot of people on a daily basis and a fair probe was taking place, also advising Congress to not jump the gun.
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
For more of this, let's go right across to our guest. Joining us is Raman Malik, leader of the BJP. Karan Verma, author, is with us. We also have with us Ambika Shukla, trustee of People for Animals. Also with us is advocate Nikhil Jain, political analyst. Let me start with you. Raman Malik, first and foremost, the political charge is coming in. It certainly, of course, it is a very important case given that the state government in Uttar Pradesh has also brought out a statement saying that this was a joint action of the People for Animals as well as the police here in Noida and the Forest Department, because clearly trading in these species is something that is a criminal offense. And also at the same time, you have the Congress, which is pointing fingers at the BJP, saying that they should be more careful about what kind of social media influencers they are engaging with. Raman Malik.
I don't think that this issue should be mixed up with BJP, because it's an individual who has been accused. The member parliament happens to be one who has fought on a BJP ticket, but PFA, or People for Animal, is not a BJP organization. It's an independent organization which has gone into it. So this is not a BJP MP doing something against any individual. So we must segregate issues before we start debating on it. And that is one point. The second point is, please accept this. The influencers that the Congress and the other people are saying, they must not forget that Mahua Mitra is a member parliament of the TMC. If the same logic prevails, then it is the doing of Mamata Banerjee. Let Congress say it so.
No. Okay. The shoe must fit on both the feet, Nikhil Jain. At the end of the day, you also have to consider the fact when you're accusing the social media influencer of being associated with the Bharatiya Janata Party, that the member of parliament who took the action is also a BJP MP. You're ignoring that fact. Nikhil Jain.
See, so far as Maneka Gandhi and People for Animals is concerned, they've always taken their own stance. They've never cared whether they're for the BJP or not. But what's important for the country right now is to see what kind of social media influencers and celebrities and internet personalities the BJP and they can promote and platform. Today we have Elvish Yadav. Recently tweets had come out of some Gabbar Singh. Earlier there were tweets from a beard bicep character. Before that there was a Deep Sandhu. So many of these social media influencers have gained their clout by making anti-Hindu sentiment, by making anti-Hindu statements, by making misogynistic content, by making things that are illegal, and yet the BJP continues to platform them. So when Pawan Kheda says that this man has been seen around photographed with Manohar Khattar and Smriti Irani, sir, I did not interject. Please let me at least make my point. The point that I'm trying to make is, sir, please let me make my point. Please let me make my point. I did not interject you. Kindly accept that
YouTube channel nahi chal raha hai.
The fact is, whatever he may do,
one by one. Raman Malik, I'll give you a chance to rebut him. We have other panelists also. Let's go one by one. Nikhil Jain, conclude your point.
My point is being that the BJP and its top brass have been platforming these characters without ever doing a background check, and they continue to do so even when there is.
And that's not the case of other parties. Other parties have not done that with other social media influencers.
Point me one influencer like that.
Okay, Raman Malik, it's only your party that does this. We are clean, says Nikhil Jain. Raman, I think Raman's audio line is down.
Sorry.
Yeah, Raman Malik.
I didn't get the question.
No. Nikhil Jain is saying that your party is supporting such social media influencers who put out controversial content. He says his allegation is that there is misogynistic content. There is all sorts of illegal or improper things that several of these influencers do, and that's only the case with your party, not with ours, is his claim. How would you like to respond to
it? Madhav, let me respond to that. They have a social media influencer who's been crying that his video count has reduced, who's out on a 50,000 rupee bail with his mother. Secondly, he was accused of wiping out an entire family from Amethi. The third most important factor is the same social media influencer, which they have as a very senior leader of theirs, happens to be in cahoots with foreign powers, and he likes to be with
take action against
enemies
him, no.
of the nation.
Then take action
What
against
has he
him.
got to do
All
with
these
that?
are
What is he
accusations
got
of
to
the
say on
BJP.
that?
Unlike
Okay.
this present case where recoveries have been made of
Sir,
snakes.
first of all,
and whatnot.
when you know, you should be very clear whether you are a Congress spokesperson. Some channel you come as a Congress spokesperson.
I don't
Some
come as a
channel you
Congress
come as a
spokesperson on any
political
channel. I've
analyst.
never
So
been-
you
No,
must be
he's
clear on
not an
that.
official
I
spokesperson.
am
We
not a
introduced him as a
spokesperson. You
have
political
been-
analyst.
that's various recordings.
His sympathies are with some particular political parties. But let me now widen this debate a bit. Ambika Shukla, I want you to come in on this because today when Elvish Yadav today was putting out a statement, he says that he has nothing to do with this entire episode. It's all completely false, baseless, cooked up, etc. is what he says. Do you think that there's enough material, because the FIR mentions a sting, but is there enough material at the moment to either prosecute or proceed against Elvish Yadav in your view? Because even the Noida police does not appear to be very certain.
I think it's a matter of investigation. The 5 persons who were apprehended on site with snakes and indulging in this criminal act have mentioned him. And I think now it is a matter of for the police to proceed with all tips and all information. They should decide their line of investigation and proceed, and the law should take its course. Whoever is involved should be punished, because I don't think we should mix politics into this. This is a wildlife crime, and it's heartbreaking for India because snakes are an extremely important ecological part of an agricultural economy. They protect our crops from rats. They are known as a farmer's best friend. And I think we should look upon it as that kind of crime. You know, it's a crime against the whole country. And I think that's how we should look at it instead of mixing it up with any other issues. It is an out and out outrageous crime. And for anybody to steal the venom from snakes, which they need to digest their food, and stealing their venom condemns them to death.
Right.
So a snake will die if you take his venom. And if you're taking it for party drugs, it is particularly shameful.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think that's why this entire episode has shocked many, because perhaps this is something that at least a good number of Indians are not very familiar with. And Karan Verma, the charges at Elvish Yadav, at the moment, perhaps it's only an FIR, but potentially, if the investigation does go through, then there's some very serious charges that Elvish Yadav could be looking at. Karan Verma.
Some very serious charges, but they will not stand the test, because this seems like a witch hunt right from the onset, if you ask me, Madhav. I appreciate Madam's entire stance on how taking the venom out of a snake is a crime, and I totally agree with her. But unfortunately, more than the snake, there is venom in the left-wing ecosystem here in our country. They have been trying to target Elvish Yadav from day one. Was Elvish Yadav present there, Madhav? Now let's discuss some hard facts.
Are you saying Menka ji is representing the left wing? Menka Gandhi is here. Who has actually taken the lead on this. How does she represent the left wing is something I can't understand.
She just raised the case, but people like Mohammed Zubair have gone to town, tom-tomming, as if he's done this crime. Was Elvish Yadav present at that place? Let's answer it. He was not even in the town. He was not even in the country for most part during this time frame that they're talking about. He just forwarded a number to one of the organizers. Number of one of the assistants who organizes a party, he just forwarded that number. That is all they have as a link. You look at the statements of the constables, the police officers, and even this place, the banquet hall that we are talking about.
Have you heard the audio?
Site engineer.
Have you heard the audio, Karan Verma? Have you heard the audio?
Yeah,
the audio
so
says in the audio, one of the persons who's been arrested, who goes by the name of Rahul, specifically says कि आपको rate. They're talking about the rates, and he says आप Elvish जी से पूछ लीजिए, उनको तो पता ही है क्या rate है.
Elvish ने उसका number दिया Rahul का. So does that mean Elvish is involved?
Which means that he knows the price because he has done the purchase before.
He doesn't know the price. Supposing I give my good friend
why
Nikhil,
would the seller say that?
One second. Supposing I give my good friend Nikhil's number to someone, God forbid, I am pretty sure Nikhil is a man of integrity, and Nikhil does something, you catch hold of me. How fair is that? I mean, this is what's happening right now.
Because the person whose number you gave tells Nikhil that हमें पता है इस चीज की प्राइस क्या है. Karan Verma जी को पता है प्राइस क्या है.
Madhav, this
then
is
what
so
happens?
childish. Somebody saying something, you will admit it. I mean, how childish.
So you're saying it's one word versus another. Okay. Fair enough. Let me put that question to Ambika Shukla. Ambika Shukla, is just one person's word against the other. There is no concrete evidence yet. That's what Karan Verma is saying. You can't hang Elvish Yadav on the basis of just one phone conversation, the fact that he gave the phone number to someone.
30 seconds.
Ambika Shukla, one second. Let her respond to your question, and then I'm coming back to you.
I don't think anybody is trying to
Yeah, go ahead.
I think it's a matter of investigation, and I think it should be proceeded against very, very seriously, because it is a very, very serious crime. Snakes are on Schedule 1 of the Wildlife Protection Act, and we need to take this crime very seriously. So whoever is involved, be it this person, be it his associates, be it anybody, need to be prosecuted, and we don't need to worry about how important a person is or how important a person is not. So whoever is involved needs to be found out, and they need to be punished to the maximum extent of the law.
Yeah, the law should apply. The law should apply unequivocally on everyone equally, rather. Yeah.
Let's not do a witch hunt. The law should apply. I respect what ma'am has said, but we can't have a witch hunt by the likes of Pawan Khera and Mohammad Zubair. And I'm telling you why Elvish Yadav is being targeted. From day one, Elvish Yadav writes clearly on his bio, proud Hindu. That is the problem. This entire ecosystem, whether it was Zubair, whether it was the likes of Dhruv Rathi, they have been at him from day one. And his fame has only grown leaps and bounds. He has said this before also. The music video that they're showing of him with a snake, that is 6 months back. That was a music video. That isn't even a current picture that they're circulating. So this is a witch hunt, we must understand.
But that is not correct. Even using a snake... But even using a snake for a video is not a good idea, and especially not.
I don't appreciate that as an idea, but ma'am, he didn't take out the venom or do it in a rape party, did he?
It's a crime to do that. You cannot use, but you cannot use snakes publicly like that. Even that is a crime. So I think he needs to be punished for that, even, because to misuse a snake for a video, for a social media video, is in itself a serious.
It's an endangered species, Karan Verma.
It's
an endangered species. 7 years of severe
he was not the producer of that music video.
Yeah.
He was a part of that music video.
When he has a snake wrapped around him.
So if he's party to it, you can't absolve somebody for something that they have done, and they have done it visibly, and he's not a child. If he's misusing a snake and he's influencing other people to do the same thing, it's not a good idea.
He's not influencing.
And it is a crime. So if somebody tells you...
Certainly.
I don't know if there is an actor involved in a music video.
He is influencing, right?
Yeah. Okay. Karan wants to respond to you. Yeah.
He's an actor in a music video.
You choose what to do.
Where there is a snake involved, right?
But he has a choice. He can participate.
No, he does have a choice. It's not a good idea. I agree.
Participate, and it's a choice.
But I don't think it's legally. I don't think it's legally punishable.
Responsible Hindu.
It's not a criminal offense. Ambika Shukla, it's not a criminal offense as Karan Verma.
The Hindu tradition.
Will you allow me to speak?
It is a criminal offense.
Give me 10 seconds so that I can speak without being interrupted.
It is a criminal offense.
Okay. It's a criminal offense. Karan Verma, respond.
He is a part of a music video. We don't even know whether that's a snake or what is it. And he's not the producer of it. He's a mere actor in it. He's not influencing.
You just said
I don't know if that is also legally. I also don't know if that is legally wrong. He's a part of a music video. It's not a good idea. I agree with ma'am. It's not a good idea to do that.
The law is very clear. I think the law is very clear.
You cannot say.
Yeah.
You cannot say that a video.
Okay, but I want Nikhil Jain to comment on this.
You cannot say that anybody involved in a music video that misuses an animal
is above the law. Yes, that person is clearly not above the law. I think the law is fairly clear on that. But I want Nikhil Jain to comment on the charge that Karan is making, that this is some kind of attempt on witch hunt by the ecosystem. That's a charge that Karan is making. Would you like to respond to that, Nikhil Jain?
Absolutely. First of all, Karan, if it's a witch hunt, I think the first person you should nab is Maneka Gandhi, because it was her organization who carried out this thing. Secondly, you're talking about how people from the left wing or the Congress ecosystem are going after this one person, Elvish Yadav, because he mentions proud Hindu in his Twitter bio. That is the problem with the right-wing ecosystem, that you look at the words, you don't look at the acts. Hinduism is a religion which holds snakes sacred. गांव देहात में भी सांप को नहीं मारा जाता है, नाग देवता की पूजा करी जाती है, and this person is playing around with snakes. Now you might as well claim that we don't even know whether it's a snake in the video. All of us have eyes, all of us know that is a snake. His associates have been caught with snake venom, so his people have been going around extracting venom from a snake. That is essentially condemning the snake to a death. And the only defense that you have is this person is writing proud Hindu in their bio. This is exactly the problem with the right-wing ecosystem, that you may do all the sins in the world, you may do all the sins against Hinduism, you may do all the criminal acts in the world, but the moment you write proud Hindu or Jai Shri Ram, you get a free pass. That is not how it is. You can do Jai Shri Ram and you can be a proud Hindu by your acts. You can be a nice
not
human
even
being. You can
proven
be
that
nice
he
to
was
people.
present there.
You can be nice to animals. You can be nice to others. That is the way
advocate
to
here.
show that you are a proud
It
Hindu,
has
not
not
just to
been
write it on your
proven
Twitter
that he
bio
was there or
and
they
then
were
go
associates.
doing around all sorts
Just
of
because
anti-Hindu
someone I
and
know has
criminal
done
acts.
something
Okay. Many
doesn't
hands
make
going
me a
up.
criminal.
Many hands going up.
Please,
Yeah.
let's not jump to conclusions like this. Don't resort to conclusions. At least an advocate like you should not do that. You should be more responsible in this. Just because I know someone and someone is found there doing an act doesn't make me criminal right away. So please don't jump to conclusions like
Playing
this.
with endangered snakes, he's on video doing that. That is not me drawing a conclusion. That is simply me looking at facts as they are. You can still make that argument that we don't know whether Elvish was selling that snake venom or not.
He was not there.
That I can give you from a legal footing, but it's very clear what Elvish was doing.
Quick response from Raman Malik. Raman Malik wants to respond to you on that. Raman.
So a couple of things. Those who have been very much part of the butchering of Sikhs in 1984 are talking about animal rights when they do not even think about human rights. Then the second most important factor is, let's understand something, Madhav, that the law of the land is supreme. There was another issue that People for Animal raised. There's 100 crore plus defamation suit, which is notice or something, which is on. That is between PFA and that organization. Same ways, Elvish Yadav, what he does and what this organization does is none of BJP's concern. It is a concern of these two individual identities.
But your state forest minister is saying that this is a joint action of Noida Police or Forest Department. So it's a BJP government in Uttar Pradesh the last time I checked.
Nincompoops as they follow. So that is as simple as that. So please do not bring in BJP into this. BJP is not involved in this. This is about an organization and an individual, and they will sort it out in the court of law.
Okay, you say the BJP is not involved. The state government, anyway, the state police is in any case investigating this. Is there some kind of a U-turn on is also a question that many are asking, given the statements that came out this morning and later this evening. But we'll have to leave it there because we're completely out of time. Raman Malik, Karan Verma, Ambika Shukla, Nikhil Jain. A very interesting debate indeed. We'll have to see what fate has in store for Elvish Yadav in the next few days.